Hello you fragrance fans out there, my name's Thomas, and after a little bit of a hiatus I wanted to make my glorious comeback with my winter list for 2018 and 19. We're in the thick of winter here in Germany and still probably got 2 months to go. So yeah, I wanted to tell you about some fragrances in my collection that I already wore and will wear in this winter. First up, we got something that I had finally gotten my hands on in the last month. This is Cuir Garamant by MDCI Parfums from Paris. Unfortunately, again, I had to wait quite a while for this to be restocked at my retailer of choice. And this one is not for everybody. I think it's absolutely amazing, but yeah, it has this spicy, balsamic, super animalic leather with papyrus and oud and roses, and luckily it doesn't push too brutally, so you won't choke people out while you still can revel in how well and how great you smell. So I think that is some of its good aspects. It is noticeable, it is strong, but it's not projecting like crazy, and this is good for a fragrance like this, I think. Yeah, I will pull this off quite some time. I waited for this so long and I think it's a worthwhile inclusion. And let's go on to the next one. The next one is from one of my favorite houses. Unfortunately, their full presentation is expensive and I love me a full presentation. It is Straight to Heaven Extreme by Kilian. And this one is an amazing boozy scent. To me, it's even better than the original non-extreme version. This is still very sweet, and I urge you to try this or the regular Straight to Heaven on your skin, because on paper it smells absurdly sweet, like literal syrup. Disgustingly sweet, to be honest, on paper. But on skin, it's much more balanced. It's less sweet, it's more woody, it's slightly smoky with that amazing booziness, and this one has such a good smell of high quality rum, even better than they created it or made it for the original Straight to Heaven. It has a delicious vanilla, and yeah, some woody undertones, a bit of patchouli they say, and wow, it's such a cozy comfort scent that I really love to put on in the winter. For the summer it's a bit too stifling, but in the winter the performance and the longevity and the smell is all perfect. Next up, we got another one that's not suitable for warm weather but perfect for the cold weather. It is Harrod by Parfums de Marly. This beauty smells like Arabian pipe tobacco with spices, and it's super well rounded like almost all of the Parfums de Marly. It has no edges, it's super smooth, and that makes it so cozy and likable. It can be a bit sharp and harsh directly off of your skin, but the sillage is just downright amazing. I love tobacco scents and I really love this. In hot weather it's also like the Straight to Heaven Extreme or normal version, too stifling and a bit of choking, but in the cold weather this one really shines. And yeah, the next one is in that same vein. It's also one that you shouldn't, or it's really hard to pull off in hot weather. It's Intense Café by the good people of Montal. This one has a nuclear performance. You spray this on and you smell it the entire day. People around you will smell it. It will stick to your clothes for literal weeks. I had to wash my scarves to get this out after the last winter with vinegar. Like, I really had to employ housewife tricks to remove the fragrances from my scarves. Regular detergent didn't cut it. So yeah, this is nuclear performance, an amazing scent. It's vanilla, roses and musk with a hint of coffee to make it more interesting and to round everything off, and it really works. Some people think this is rather feminine, but I just love me some rose vanilla combination that is wearable and well made. And yeah, in the winter I love to bust this out. Up next we have a double feature. I already compared those scents in a former video of mine, and I still really love the DNA. So we got Tuscan Leather, which is the OG of the genre of spicy fruity leathers. And then we got one of its it's inspired fragrance, one of the fragrances inspired, which is Godolphin by Parfums de Marly. I love them both. Usually I gravitate towards Godolphin because Godolphin is smoother, rounder, and yet a bit deeper with that matty note added. However, that makes it much more wearable. So I could wear this to the office, I think. Maybe not on every day and maybe not too much of it, but I'm sure I can wear it. Yet on some days when I want to show my rougher side and want to transport that I'm a guy with some edges and some roughness, I will go for the Tom Ford Tuscan Leather, because it has its sharpness, it has its rough parts, it has edges, it is just a more uncompromising scent than the Parfums de Marly iteration of that DNA, and therefore I think they are both worthwhile inclusions into my collection. Mostly also because I love that DNA, that idea of fruity, spicy leather so much. And what's better for the winter than something that's so strong and so cozy and nice. And last but not least, I want to share with you my winter offers fragrance. It's not like just a winter fragrance, but it's what I usually choose to wear when I have to go to work. I mean, I work as a factory student right now 2 times a week for 8 hours each day. So I'm the full-time worker. However, I don't want to offend the noses of my colleagues too much. I mean, engineers are not known to be the most fragrance wearing and fragrance appreciating kind of people. So therefore I choose something that I think is amazing, yet mass appealing and just super well executed. And when the camera focuses, you will see that it's Acqua di Parma Colonia Senza Sandalo. Somehow the hype of this fragrance never started and already died down if it has. However, I think it is a really good fragrance. It has this Colonia DNA on the top. However, it adds a really nice sandalwood base. They say that this contains sustainably sourced Mysore sandalwood, which is a great thing to have. I mean, sandalwood, especially the real deal Mysore from India, was almost non-available because they cut down all the trees for the sandalwood, for the nice furniture, and of course for the essential oils, and they just had to put a stop to it. And right now it seems that there are sustainable plantations, and it is back on the market at an acceptable price, it seems. And I'm glad that they put this in here because it smells really, really good. It smells masculine with that slight sharpness that it has. It has that amazing Colonia DNA with super nice citruses and slightly herbal nuances with a little hint of spices, and it adds that super smooth sandalwoody base, just a great scent. Yeah. Something that I would like to wear more often. Sometimes I feel like I should douse myself in this because I love it so much, but then it would defeat the purpose of not offending other people's noses. So I just go easy on the trigger, and it's also, like, unlike the other regular Colonia, lasts for quite some time. After an 8-hour work day, you can still like detect it barely on yourself, but it's still there, not like Colonia, which is gone after 4 hours. So that concludes my niche picks for this winter. Of course, I own more fragrances and I will put in some others into my rotation, but those are the ones that I'm looking forward the most and that I will probably or hopefully choose the most often. If you enjoyed my content, I would love to see a few likes and a few comments about what you want to wear, what you think about my list. Do you think those are suitable for winter? Do you think I made a huge mistake or going to make a huge mistake in wearing them? And yeah, if you want to subscribe to have my videos on your feed, I'm hoping to put out more content in the future and get back to some sort of schedule. Let's see how this develops, and thanks for watching. See you next time, my friends.